Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another beautiful day. Hope you're doing well on this fantastic Tuesday. Guys, I'm going to talk about a subject that is, coming out in the past, few months. Should Pierre Poilievre resign, and should there be a new conservative leader to replace him? And who will those individuals be? So Pierre has been coming on some heat, obviously for losing the election, having a number of floor crossers, conservative MPs cross the floor to the Liberal Party. So the big question is, should he resign? Who are the ideal candidates to replace him? And how do we gain momentum for the Conservative Party? Because polling, I've seen some polls and they're pretty flat. They're, I think, 35% favorability for the Conservative Party, and it's been a tough few months, obviously, with floor crossers, by-elections, and obviously the Conservatives got destroyed and didn't do so well. So there is now a time for Pierre to stand down? I don't think he's going to obviously voluntarily stand down. I think that he is determined to keep on doing what he's doing, keep speaking on issues that are most important to him. For instance, affordability, the state of the economy, immigration, other issues like that. He's been preaching ideas that are, I think, quite common sense. I think what people care about. Again, I believe that reason that Carney was elected was people saw him as a banker, saw him as a person who had greater experience outside of politics, and that he was best suited to lead the country. And people voted for him accordingly. And I don't blame them, it seems reasonable, But has it worked out for Canada? Has Mark Carney delivered on his promises? I don't think so, really, to be honest with you. He said he should be judged by the prices at the grocery store. I think prices at the grocery stores right now are unaffordable, and his mention of as affordability is the best it's been in a decade, I think is not true. I think affordability is worse now than it was 10 years ago. When you're going to the gas station nowadays, it's very expensive to fill up your car. Going to the grocery store is very unaffordable. But just the other day, we went to Safeway and spent like $70 for like 6 items. It's very tough. I see people struggling every day. Seniors are walking to work, taking transit. Life's tough. People are struggling. You can make the argument that the current government is not doing enough to help with affordability. Hopefully they can be doing more. That's my goal. That's my hope. Hopefully they care about the average day struggle for people throughout the country, different provinces. The possible replacements for Pierre Poilievre. Who could that be? I think Melissa Latterman. What's her name? Melissa Latsman, sorry. I believe she would be a great choice for the new leader, just because of her demeanor, how she speaks, her experience. Another kind of long shot for the new leader is a member of parliament. Her name is Sandra Kobina. She is a member of parliament for Newmarket, Aurora. I love the way she speaks. She has private banking experience, so that'll be good for all the people who want to hire a banker for the new prime minister. So I think she's a long shot to be considered for leader, but she's definitely an up-and-coming star, I think, in the party. They're also saying possibly Doug Ford, Andrew Scheer. Andrew Scheer, I don't believe should be elected as a new leader because he was the past leader. Robin Barber or some other, and Les and Lewis, other people who might be considered. But it just sounds stagnant. Like people just don't like Pierre, even though the conservative leadership, the conservative convention in Calgary a few months ago, he won 87% of the votes. So he's still liked by a lot of conservative voters and members, which is good to hear. But he's not attracting more votes for the party. Could it be his attitude? Could it be, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. What do you think? Seems that the Liberals are still holding strong. They're still getting a lot of approval, even though I find it funny because they haven't really done much for the country in the past decade, and even now for the current situation. So Canada is sitting at a crossroads. Lost more jobs the past month. Youth unemployment is quite high. Affordability it's not affordable in this country. So there's a lot of issues that are affecting Canadians. Let's see what happens if our government does more to help affected Canadians. And I don't think they've done much. So it's a bit of a conundrum this country faces. I think the golden years are past us. Hopefully we can reclaim our past glory. Hopefully we can have some common sense come back. Hopefully we can get crime down, affordability up, make it more affordable for everyday Canadians. And I just want to create a better society. I think keeping immigration at a steady level is decent. Hopefully not too much people coming in to make things more unaffordable. The job market, for people getting new jobs, it's a bit of a struggle, a bit of an uphill climb, speaking from personal experience. Feeling for the younger generation who are graduating university, entering the workforce, trying to get that first job or a summer job, say at their university. It's very tough. There's a lot of youth unemployment in this country. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Appreciate all the support, all the comments coming in. Either if you disagree with me completely, if you agree with me, I appreciate all the comments. Do me a favor, guys, if you can like the video, that'd be fantastic. It helps to push the video to other viewers. Subscribe if you haven't to. Subscribing is free, so please hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified for the next videos. And just to summarize, should Pierre Poilievre resign and have a new leader to hopefully intrigue undecided voters? I think it's something to consider. Obviously, the loss of the election, the current decline of the conservative vote is going down. So there's a few individuals like Melissa Latsman, Doug Ford, Andrew Scheer, Robin Barber, and my favorite candidate, Sandra Kobina, member of Parliament for Aurora Newmarket, are some of the possible replacements. Who will it be? Who knows? But there might be needed change at the top of the party, which is unfortunate because I do like Pierre Poilievre. I like his background, where he comes from. I think he's more approachable than Mark Carney. Mark Carney resembles elitism. I think people voted for Mark Carney because of his private sector experience, his ability to make money for companies. He's done quite well, had some very prestigious positions, Governor of Bank of Canada, Governor of Bank of England, worked in a number of private sector companies. So yes, he has great experience, but I believe he is technocrat, elitist. But yeah, he was elected, so hopefully the government does good for the people, makes life more affordable, makes our cities safer, as crime has escalated in the major cities in Canada, like Toronto is a prime example in the GTA. Make our country safer. Hopefully we can make a deal with the Americans. He previously said he won't use minerals and natural resources as leverage, which I think is a mistake, because that's the biggest chip that we have that we can use to make a deal with the Americans. I think that's very important. Obviously he's trying to find different trading partners, which is wise, to diversify our trade network. Well, obviously the USA is the biggest economy in the world. They're our next door neighbor. It's important to have a trade deal with them. So, guys, that will do it for the video. Thank you very much. And as well, we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. God bless you. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.